Salam, Chetorin. Today we're going to address the most common mistakes with Persian question words. The first common mistake we're going to address is the use of ki and chi. You know that ki is who and chi is what. But using them is a bit of a challenge for most Persian learners because of how similar they sound. One way to distinguish ki from chi is to think of the French question word qui, which also means who. So for who, we have qui, just like in French, and for what, we have chi. The second pair of our challenging question words is Kojā and Kojā-i. Kojā means where, whereas Kojā-i means where from, which is quite like the difference between the German question words wo and woher. So if you know German, the distinction is gonna be easy for you. Another way to remember the difference is to think of the logic behind it. Just like in German, we have derived Kojā-i from Kojā to ask about origins and nationalities. And there's a reason why we have added an e to it in the process. We have a pretty straightforward way to express nationality in Persian. To make a nationality adjective like Iranian or German, usually all we need to do is to add e to the name of the country. So for Iranian, we take the name of the country Iran and we add e to it, Irani. Germany in Persian is Alman. So for German, we have Almani. For Thailand, we have Thailand. So for Thai, we have Thailandi. And England in Persian is Engelis. So for English, we have Engelisi. This construction is so consistent in Persian that even when we want to form the appropriate question word for nationalities, we follow the same pattern and add the same e to Kojā, turning it into Kojā-i. So remember that Kojā always asks about places and locations, whereas Kojā-i with the additional e asks about origins and nationalities. For example, in a question like To Kojā hasti, we are asking about the location. So here in the answer, the person is saying, Man Danmark hastam. I am in Denmark. But when we ask To Kojā-i hasti, we are asking about nationality. So in the example, the person is saying, Man Danmarki hastam. I am Danish. Now Chetor versus Chetori. As in من خوبم تو چطوری versus من ایرانی هستم تو چطور. As you can see, the only difference between these two questions is the use of the verb. In the first example, we're using چطور with the short form of the verb هستی, which is ای, تو چطوری. Whereas in the second example, we're using it without a verb, تو چطور. Now you already know that چطور in Persian is how. When we use it with the verb بودن, to be, it's a greeting. But when we use it without a verb, it just means how about. This is also easy to remember because it's really close to what we do in English. How are you uses a verb, but how about you doesn't. Perfect. Now you know the difference between ki and chi, Kojā and Kojā-i, and Chetor and Chetori. Have fun with your Persian and see you soon.